My young love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't spite you.
Hello. Well, you might not hear me much because it's very windy here. I'm at the top of Penny Fan in the Brecons in the UK. Just climbed up here. It's quite high. I'll put it down in the bottom. And yeah, I'm just going to do a wild camp on the Brecon somewhere tonight. So I got me a few bits and pieces with me. Just show you around. This is the top of Penny Fen. I think, although I'll check online when I get back, this is the highest point in southern England. So yeah, really amazing views, amazing day for the time of year, just incredible. It was quite a trek up here. I have about 13 to 15 kilograms on my back, and it's quite a climb up. So but I was taking it easy. Lots of breaks. Hang on, I'll just turn you around. Lots of breaks and on the way up, which was fine. Had a little bit of water. I had a burger and stuff at the bottom, so I have plenty of food. I got plenty of food with me, and yeah, it's going to be a good night tonight. It's very busy here. You can see behind me. There's a lot of people. It's a very popular place. I've never been here before. Never really been to the Brecons before, which is crazy because it's not far from me, from where I live. But I just thought I'd come up, have a look, see if I can find a place to wild camp. So it's kind of, what's the time now? Hang on. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm going to look for a place to wild camp tonight. I have spotted one little place, but it depends on the wind. I'll have a look. I'll turn you around so you can see. I'm thinking about, it's a bit windy here, hang on, try and get somewhere out the wind. Not really. I was thinking down there, see that little reservoir lake? I was thinking of that place, or round near there. It looks quite nice, so I think I'll take a walk down there and just see what the wind's like down there. Nearly blew me off the top of the mountain just now, it's so strong. But yeah, it's okay.
If you can hear me, it's a bit windy. We're just going to the camping spot. So I'm hoping there's a place that's not quite as windy for camping. Nice views though.
and my father won't spite you for your lack of kind. And she stepped away from me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her go here and go there, and she went her way homeward with one star away, as the swan in the evening moved over the lake. The people were saying that no two were wed, but one has the sorrow that never was said. And I smiled as she passed me with her goods and her gear, and that was the last word I saw of my dear.
So, finally, I'm on my own. Well, except for a few other wild campers, but they're nice. The group was a 10 tours group, which is good to get them out and see them out, but it's quite busy. I prefer it when I'm on my own, really. Yeah, it's a really good night. This is the morning now. There's frost on the tent, which you'll see earlier on some footage I shot earlier. Let's have a quick whiz round camp. Lovely lake. All the mist going across the lake in the morning. It's fantastic. So I'm just going to have breakfast now. It must have dropped to like -2, something like that. -3 maybe. But I had my rab. It's a bit of a mess in it. I had my X-Bed down mattress. Very good. I had a rab 900, rab 700 sleeping bag. Had a cotton liner in there, and then I put all of that in a bivvy just for a bit more warmth, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, so that's good. I'm using a Trangia this morning. A little trick when it's freezing cold, meth doesn't light very well. What you do is you put a little bit of wick in there, like that. And it lights first time any temperature, and then the heat from the wick goes down and warms up the meths. Then eventually that will shoot through the jets. So if you ever need to light a Trangia when it's freezing cold, just put a little bit of wick in there, a little bit of tissue paper or something, and it will light first time, every time. Just with a little gas lighter this morning. So yeah, little trick to get it going. So I've got some water, gonna have porridge, don't know what else yet, we'll see. Have a cup of tea. I've got a little, the Elk Kit titanium pot, very nice. 900mm, dead handy. What else have we got? Oh, we got Tatonka mug. Love my Tatonka mug. And a spoon, a fork spoon, titanium. You can also put the meths in your pocket or something in the morning to warm it up if you want. But I don't bother. I just use the little bit of tissue paper to start it, and it's fine. So big water source. That's not a problem. Just got the. You see this? It's the microphone. Yeah, saw some horses this morning. You might see it on a picture later that I took. It was lovely and warm last night. Didn't want to get up this morning really. It's so warm. There is condensation in the tent. See that? But most of that's on the outside. It's just a very fine film on the inside. But nothing went through to the inner. It was perfect. I dropped it down slightly so it didn't touch the ridge line. I got quite a taut ridge line, and yeah, it worked absolutely perfectly. Put that on there. There we go, and that'll just cook away now. So, Bear Paws tent, Bear Paws mountain designs, very good. Stood up to some really harsh winds last night. No problem at all. I guyed it all out. I didn't have to adjust any guys or anything through the night, and it was fine. The gusts were about, they got up to about 70 miles an hour, I think. Pretty gusty, but it just short bursts because I think the wind was coming up through the valley there, coming up through this gap and then whipping around this kind of basin, and that's what was causing all the gusts. So we had light winds, 30, 40 miles an hour, and then it gusted up to 60, 70 at a few points in the night, but there was no rain last night. Yeah, everything held well. I got delta pegs, the yellow ones, on the ridge lines front and back, and then I've got Alpkit Y pegs, aluminium alloy, and I've got some aluminium alloy, just normal shepherd stuck ones. So yeah, it's fine. Nothing moved at all. It's very boggy ground actually. It's quite damp ground. It's a homemade bathtub floor, and that was absolutely perfect. Nothing came through. Totally waterproof. And then this was trapped under the gear and stuff like that to stop any mosquitoes and bugs. Although there wasn't that many, and that worked fine too. All of the mesh netting gave plenty of air circulation. So there's nothing inside at all, not a single drop, just a fine mist on the outside, just a little bit of condensation, but most of that's on the outside of the tent, still nylon. So yeah, really good. My water doing? It's warming up. Good. Let's see what we got. Porridge. Here's the food. Here's the food. So I had this is not a like a Trangia, the official one. This is a copy. This is a Highlander Trangia, and it's got a top with a seal in the lid, but it leaked. So that's not good. So whether I didn't screw it down tight enough, because I didn't want to over tighten it, I'm not sure, but it leaked. But it's inside another bag, inside some packing with some absorbent material, inside all my cook kit, so none of that got any meths in at all. That just dried out fine, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'll tighten it down this time just to see if it was me or whether it's the design that's the problem. I've got Outkit filament down jacket underneath, and I wore that pretty much all day yesterday climbing down here, and you'll see on the video there's some very windy bits and it didn't let a single bit of wind through. It was absolutely fantastic, so I highly recommend those. Very robust. It's right with the pack on the back with it. It doesn't leak any feathers at all. It's really, really good. So yeah, highly recommend those. I got this thing. It's like I think it's porridge in a collapsible tube thing. I'm going to try that. Grasshopper porridge. Don't know what it's like. Honey as well, so it's good for calories. What do I have to do? Add hot water to the top of folding section as the pot expands. Stir thoroughly for 3 minutes, stir again before enjoying. Best porridge you've ever tasted. We shall see about that. We shall put that to the test. I think I'll have a hot chocolate this morning. So I'll just have my breakfast, chill for a bit, take some more pictures and then head on out. Options, Belgian chocolate, oh nice, I'm going to have that. But yeah, overall, really impressed with the tent, with the setup, lovely location. I think it's on telly, so I think that's why it's a little bit busy. Somebody was swimming in the lake. Oh, there's a bit of a story. I don't know if you can see over there. There's a tent, it's like grey. I thought it was an MSR tent, but it's not. It's something else, Big Agnes, I think. But anyway, nice, super lightweight tent, quite expensive. And the guy got here, is windy, 30-40 miles an hour wind, and he started staking it out. And then he staked out the bottom bit, and he had the fly sheet. Try and take the thing closer, I don't want him to hear. So he had the fly sheet, and then the fly sheet took off in the wind and ended up in that lake about 20 metres into the lake. So he's got a tent with no fly sheet now, so he has a decision to make. So what he did, he stripped off and went swimming in the lake to get his fly sheet, which is absolutely freezing. He came out, he was careful not to get hypothermia, so he had to dry off real fast and get dressed with all of his down gear on to try and warm up. And then the sun was out, so he had his fly sheet out on the ground trying to dry it out. But, oh, what a nightmare. Whenever you pick a tent up and pitch it out, always put a few stakes in one corner, even if it's not the right place, just to hold it down to the ground, because you never know what will happen. So, I think this is nearly doing now. Let's have a look. Yeah, nearly boiling. I've got a soil water filter, but I've not needed it because I've carried enough water with me. If I was taking any water from the lake, I'd either I'd boil it and that'll be fine. But you could water filter it and drink it, it'll be fine. There's some frog spawn here. And some of the frogs I've seen dead around. Now I know there's a fungus. I know there's a fungus coming in from America, I think, that's affecting the frogs on their skin and stops them breathing. So that might be around here. But boiling the water's fine, soil water filter's fine. Because of that though, I would always boil it. I wouldn't drink it straight from a filter or anything. So, right, I'll just sort out a few things here in a minute. So we're just sitting here. I think the water's boiling. Let me just check. There's a hold button on the audio that if you turn it on, yeah, then it stops it, any buttons being pressed from interrupting you. So I think we're nearly done now. There you go, it's boiling now I think. Oh yeah, lovely. So I'll where's that gone? There's a lid. There's a lid on these that you can just put over the top to put it out. So I'm going to do that. Right, we'll do the porridge and stuff. Don't know if you can see because I can't bother to get my phone out. But, so you got like a plastic cover. Lovely here this morning. There we go. Go in there. And little bits of plastic I just pick up because as soon as the wind gets it, it will take it. Alright, let's see if I can do this without burning myself. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's weird. Look, the heat's making it expand. That's really cool. I quite like that. Put that back onto boil. Do my hot chocolate a bit. I'm impressed with that. Very good. Looks like it's got powdered milk in it. Traditional porridge, that's not bad at all. So I can sit here, have my porridge. Do my hot chocolate while I'm here. I think that's nearly out of fuel as well, that's quite handy. Oh, look at that. Massive amount of hot chocolate. You got to see this. Look at that. That is awesome. Really cold this morning. Hopefully it'll warm up a bit. It's supposed to be sunny today. It's going to be a cold walk back I think, so I'll have to take care. Bit of porridge on me, bit of chocolate in me porridge. It's not a bad thing. Oh, that's good. Quite thick. This is very good. That's quite a lot of calories here. You need quite a lot of calories when you're hiking. This is a good start to the day. Pretty awesome, but could do with a bit more honey in it. Get a few grandad drips off the end of your nose in this weather. And you've got hot food and cold weather. It's hot. I thought it'd cool down quicker than that. Feels good though. It's not a day's world camping breakfast. He normally has bacon, sausage, beans, mushrooms, tomatoes, eggs and all of that, but this is a lightweight, light to carry breakfast. I'm not up to Dave's standard yet. Maybe I'll do it in the woods sometime when I'm carrying more gear. Don't have to walk so far. Tell you what, the German para boots have been amazing. Walked all day yesterday in them, and they were just like so comfortable. They didn't have any sores, no blisters, no nothing. I just wore a pair of thick wool socks and that was it. They're absolutely fantastic. Really pleased with them. Obviously waterproof, so I think they've been well worth the money. I know a lot of people have issues with boots and can never find ones they like. You can pay an awful lot of money for boots, but seriously, if you've never tried it, try some German para boots. They're just brilliant. Also the Sony AS20, I think 20, the camera that I'm using, amazing. I can't say good enough things about it. It was freezing cold this morning. I got out my point and shoot camera, which I used to use, and the battery died. I think it's mainly because I used it a lot yesterday and the fact that it was just freezing cold, -2, -3. So I'm going to get some more batteries for that. But this camera fired up, full charge. I was using it quite a bit yesterday, carried on like nothing had happened this morning, so I just can't say enough about it. It's just a fantastic camera. I'll take some stills off of the video as well, because it's good enough for that, so that'll help. Battery's still on full charge. Must admit, my mobile phone battery though, got a Nexus 4, brilliant phone, but the battery's not holding its charge at all now, so I think the battery's at sort of end of life. So I'm going to do open heart surgery on the phone and put a new battery in there. I'm not sure, but I think they might be glued down, and if you're going to heat up glue in a phone with a lithium ion battery or lithium polymer battery, it's a really dangerous thing to do, so hopefully it's not glued down. hopefully I can... that is lovely. Hopefully I can change the battery without too much difficulty. I think there's YouTube videos on it, so I'll look up some of those. Cheers. Oh, that's just about right now. Wash all this off in the lake when I've finished and then give it a good clean out when I get home. I've seen some ponies or some small horses. Brecon's known for them, very hardy. Lots of sheep. But yeah, there's a white pony this morning and it was dancing in the mist over there. I took a photo of it, so hopefully I can show you. But it was an incredible sight, really good. Yeah, the outer fly is quite wet with dew, so I'll have to pack it away carefully. Got a waterproof bag to put it in. Guy's packing away his tent and then it's just me. How I like it. Oh, that's so good. Got plenty of fuel on board now, warming up. I think the wind can be quite high up on the ridge, so I'll put a headscarf on like a chamois and then head on up there. I won't video it up there because it'd be too windy and dangerous, I think. It's quite a magical place. The mist is clinging to the tops of the hills at the moment. You can see. It's a lovely place. There's a bit of mist on the water. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. It's Sunday morning now. I'll be keen to get back. I'll go straight back after this and take about an hour and a half to walk down and then 2 hours drive to get home. And then I cook dinner for the family. They're waiting for a roast dinner, so I'll cook that when I get home. I'll let the missus know as soon as I get to the car, then maybe she'll put it on. That'll be ready near when I get home. The other guy's packing up now. The guy who went swimming last night to get his fly sheet. It's a good lesson learned. Oh, that's so good. So that was fairly, no, say 3/4 full Trangia. And it boiled 900 mils, so that's enough for breakfast and a massive drink. Good to know for another time, I think. Put most of my clothes in my sleeping bag this morning to warm them up because they were frozen pretty much. So that worked well. Looking here. It's not moisture on the inside, it's moisture on the outside. A little bit on the inside. But yeah, absolutely. You can see how dry this is. Totally dry. It was actually nice last night. Really strong winds. But in there, we just felt a little bit of wind coming up under the edge where it's supposed to keep air circulating, and that was perfect. Once you're in your bag, doesn't matter. The ground sheet I was using was it's a PU coated ripstop nylon with a DWR coating on the outside, a water repellent coating on the outside. It's got little aluminium rods in the corners to keep the corner up, stop any water running in. And then bungee cord tying it and tying the top bit. This is just floating, this is not connected at all. But once you've got gear on it, it holds it down and stops all the bugs getting in. There was a few bugs last night on the outside, a few like mayflies, like midges, but they didn't get in, so that was good. Yeah, very good. I'm really happy with that. This is the little honey stove. You can use it for putting sticks in and burning sticks, or you can use it for a trangia, or as a gas attachment. You can actually put a gas attachment on the trangia, I'd like to say. Not sure. This one was for Christmas, so it hasn't been used much yet. But yeah, really smart design. Really good. There's just a bit of tinfoil underneath. That's empty now, so I can't test if it's waterproof or not. But yeah, great way to have breakfast in the morning. I got the Highlander one because it's a lot lighter than the Trangia one. It's about half the weight. It's not as robust, but it's half, much lighter, so much easier to carry. I'm definitely going to try screwing this lid on, doing some tests to see if that was the problem. So yeah. Oh, that's such good hot chocolate. You won't believe how good that is. Wash up all my gear, not much to wash up to be honest, and then pack up and head on back. Take a while to pack up, get it all back in the bag in the right way. There's a few tents around here, different types, a couple of Vangos, some big ones, a Wild Country one, and some Terra Nova like dome tents. So I'm going to look into those. They look pretty good actually. Bit heavy though, not like this. This saved me a lot of stress climbing up here with it all, so I quite like this. I might take out my pyramid tent, the one I made, next time, just to see how that goes. I think that'll be the next test. I haven't made an inner net for it yet, so I've got to do that. Well, that's it now. I'm just going to had all my breakfast. Just going to pack all my gear away now and go. Head back up. I probably won't video on the way back up because it's pretty misty anyway. One last look around. It's nice and clear now. So I'm going to get everything packed away, the bit I don't like. So thank you very much for watching this. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.